So, hello everyone, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be giving the message for you today. This is for Gemini and those with strong or significant Gemini placements in their charts. For those of you not familiar with me or the channel, please be aware I have no filter. I do not sugarcoat my messages. I'm a very raw and real reader. I'm aware that anything can come out of my mouth at any time. So if that is not your thing, you got kids around, you just don't like those kind of messages, I am always very respectful of that. I give you the opportunity to sign off now. All right. Before we get into it though, all of my new merch will be in my new Etsy shop shortly. Between all of the Venus and Mars and Virgo energy and the Chiron and Uranus going retrograde stuff going on, the stars just had other priorities for me at the beginning of the month, but they will be in there soon. This is my Divinely Protected Seal of the Seven Archangels shirt that you will be able to get in there soon. Okay. Also, for those of you who have been following me for a long time, know that I used to do a monthly group on Facebook called Love Yourself, which was a twin flame energies group. It's back. It's officially back as of September 1st. It is a monthly group. The payment for it is a monthly membership. Anybody who signs up for the group at any given month will be entered into a raffle for that month to receive a High Feminine Oracle Records book, which will also be available in my Etsy shop. However, if you do get it from winning in the group, then it will be signed by yours truly. All right. You will also, as a member of the group, get discounts on all of my twin flame secret code name readings. All right. That you can buy one and it would be discounted for you. With that said, Gemini, let's get into the energy for August. Let's get into the energy for August. Spirit, please, what is the milestone for Gemini and energy for August? What is the milestone for Gemini? Intention. Gemini. Intention. This is about discerning through the intention of others and your own. When you choose things and say things, are you choosing to say things to hurt someone? Are you choosing to say them because you want to cut them? You want them to hurt too? Or are you saying something to someone because you love them, even if it's sharp? Are you saying it because your intention is to hurt them or because your intention is love for them? Likewise, keep in mind the intentions of other people. Are they saying things to hurt you or cut you, or are they saying things because they love you even if it's hard to hear? Where's the intention at? Because anybody who is saying something to you to cut you, they need to be let go of. They need to be released from your reality. And if you're someone who is saying things to someone else to hurt them or cut them mentally, emotionally in some way, that you would try and put them in fear state or intimidate them in some way, then they need to cut you the fuck out of their life, right? You're saying shit to hurt them. Your intention isn't saying it to love them, you're saying it to hurt them. It's no different. Cross watcher, if you're catching this in divine time, understand life's a mirror and you're catching it for a reason. Intention's everything. What is coming out of your mouth and what is manifesting from your actions? Are you doing something to spite someone? Are you doing something to make them jealous? Because you are way out the fuck of alignment. Or are you doing something because you love them? Are you making sure it happens because you love them? Is someone else making sure they're doing what they do to love you? Or are they doing what they do to hurt you? This is a real fucking lesson right now, Gem, for August. Are they saying it because they love you, or are they saying it to cut you? Are they doing it because they love you, or are they doing it to fucking hurt you? What's the intention? What's the motive? What's the driver behind the words or the action? Is fear driving their car? Or is love driving the ship? Just know if you're behind the wheel and fear is driving, the car can't come on the ship. You got to get out the fucking fear car and hop on the love ship. Let this be validation for you if you're doing things with a loving intention and saying things with a loving intention that you're in alignment. Let it also be confirmation for you if you are saying things or doing things to hurt someone else or to elicit a certain reaction from them that you are out the fuck alignment. You're out of alignment. What the fuck you hurting someone for? Especially if their intention with you is good. They're doing things because they love you. Or they're saying things to try and help you see yourself. So that you can improve. So that you can grow, so that you can mature, whatever. Why are you doing what you're doing, and why are you saying what you're saying? Is there love behind it? Because if whoever loves you is on the receiving end of your bullshit, because that's what this is, you better believe the ship is going to sail without you. Ship will sail. Okay? You got to figure out why you're doing what you're doing or saying what you're saying. Because if you're not saying it because you love them and you're not doing it because you love them, you're fucking up. You're fucking up. If you're doing it because you love them, or you're saying it because you love them, or if you're not doing something because you love them, just know that you're in alignment. You're in alignment to receive the beauty of life instead of being cut by life. Because the universe will cut that cord from them real quick. Or you real quick if you're in an experience with someone who is saying and doing shit to hurt you. To elicit a certain reaction out of you or put you in a fear state. Like if you're trying to make someone jealous or someone is trying to make you jealous, like that is not in alignment. You're trying to get someone afraid that they would lose you. If you're trying to make someone jealous, it's because you want them afraid that they would lose you. The person on the other end, the receiving end of your action, the cutting action of trying to make them jealous, the other person on the receiving end is like, what the fuck is your problem? You hurt me for no reason. You didn't do that because you love me. You do that because you're afraid of losing me and want me afraid of losing you. This is the milestone for August. Spirit. For Gemini and energy, give me 4 cards if you would be so kind to give us some insights into this energy for August for Gemini and placements. The 8 of Swords, the Star, the Knave of Chalices, Gemini, if you're in a mental prison, this 8 of Swords, if you're in a mental prison, just know you're hanging yourself on your own cross. because the healing's coming in. The Star card is coming in. Give me one more, Spirit. That family tree you hoped was growing ain't growing for shit if you're in your mental prisons. Don't make somebody afraid to lose you. Don't try and put that on someone else. I promise you it's because you are scared to death to lose them. And you will fucking lose them because what you fear appears. You will fucking lose them acting from that alignment. Don't think that you can scare somebody into losing you because they're not. The person who's afraid to lose anybody is you afraid to lose them. Cross Watcher, take it how it resonates. Yeah, if you're trying to intimidate somebody or say, you know, I'm better off without you. No, they're better off without you. And you know it. They'd be better off. And you're trying to convince them otherwise, which ultimately is going to end up leaving you in a position where you don't fucking have them. If you're terrified of being alone, whatever your fucking fear is, don't you dare project that on someone else. You better cut that fear out in your head real quick because it's like a fucking cancer and it's going to spread. And it's going to kill your reality. It's going to kill your dream. Star card is here. There is some healing taking place. So whoever has great intentions, right? Whoever is acting from love, trusting in love, speaking from love, who is understanding, who is not trying to hurt anybody, honest, right? Trusting. That energy is bringing in some kind of divine miracle. It's initiating some kind of divine miracle. There might even be an apology received. Or whoever is of good intention will accept the apology of someone whose intentions were off. There might be forgiveness there. It's almost like a truce. It's almost like a truce. Like the person whose intentions are good obviously knows the other person whose intentions were not great and what they said or did. They obviously know where the fear state's coming from. The Star card's Aquarian energy. I think they see the higher perspective and they know that you're healing. They know that you're healing. And so there's almost like this truce energy, like I don't want to fight with you and I don't want to lose you, you know. It's almost like an agreement to do better. Yeah, heart over head decision and the Chariot. So we have Piscean energy with the Hanged Man, Cancerian energy with the Chariot. 7 of Swords on the bottom, 4 of Swords on the top. Now this particular 7 of Swords, because the 7 of Swords usually indicates a thief or a liar. In this case, Christ is feeding the ram who is waiting for Christ to stop pouring the water before it drinks, and what would be a black sheep who already has their head and is drinking right away. And there's like this pulley system coming up from what might be essentially a huge well. It's almost like the black sheep. So if you or someone else considers themselves a black sheep, it's almost like the black sheep is afraid that the water's going to run out. And so they drink it all right away. And yet, the ram that's white understands that the water doesn't run out. And even if the black sheep drank it all, Christ consciousness, right? Christ in the figure, right here on the card, would just go down in the well and bring up some more. There's plenty of water. Water is indicative of love. You see the lie to the self being on the bottom of the deck. The Seven of Swords being on the bottom of the deck. The lie to the self is that there is not enough love, that it's going to run out. There's not enough love, it's going to run out. And so it's almost being so afraid that the love is going to run out that you push the love away. That's on the bottom of the deck. Under that is the Nine of Coin and the Knave of Pentacle and the Six of Wands. The Eight of Cups. The steps to wish fulfillment, getting on the ship, right? If you look at this Nine of Coins, getting on the ship, all the ships are right there, and there's a path right to the ships. But you got to stop feeling this way. Sorry for yourself, victim mentality, you and or someone else, take it how it resonates, because Gem, even if this is your reading, you could definitely know who the fuck I'm talking about if it ain't you. You might be dealing with a liar who's afraid the love is going to run out in your reality. But when you make your heart over head decisions and you trust yourself and you know what you feel, it's not about what you know all the time, Gem. Well, I know this and I know that and I know this history and I know this was said and I know this was done. It's like, okay, take what you know out of the equation. How do you feel? Well, I know this, I don't know if this person's meant for me. Okay, do you feel they are or do you feel they aren't? Forget what you know or don't know. Right, Cancerian energy. At the end of the month, what do you feel? Are they meant for you or aren't they? Are you happy there or aren't you? Are you grateful for them or aren't you? Do you enjoy them in your life or don't you? What do you feel? Forget everything you think you know for a second, right? Forget all the facts for a second. What are the facts of the soul, right? What's the truth here? Because there's the mind's reality and then there's the soul's reality, the heart's reality. Because if the mind thinks this and the mind knows that and the mind assumes this and the mind assumes that, well, you might end up on the cut side of things, the hurt side of things, right? But if you're listening to what you feel, the truth here, and you let that be your facts. The fact is, I know this person is meant for me. The fact is, I know I love them. The fact is, I know I never want to lose them, ever. So instead of cutting them, how can I love them? How can I make my intentions good? What can I embody for them that nurtures them and loves them and makes them feel safe in their life with me? How can I be stable for them? Making heart over head decisions. Getting in touch with the soul, Hanged Man energy. Seeing things from a different perspective. Because you're not bringing anybody closer, intimidating them. You're pushing them away. And that might be mirroring for you in your experience. You might be witnessing that in someone else. Someone who is constantly trying to make their partner jealous, or constantly trying to, you know, scare their partner, you know, that you know, you do this, you do that, you're going to lose me, blah, 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 blah. And yet that person is losing their partner, their relationship is falling apart. You might have someone like that in their reality. It's reminding you that the intention sets the course. If someone doesn't have good intentions, the course tends to fall apart. You may have been on that path once before in your life, where you were worried about money, or worried about losing someone, or worried about this, or worried about that, worried about your future. And so you pushed someone away. Because you were acting and speaking from a place that was driven by fear and worry, right? That could have been a part of you in the past. That could have been who you were in the past. And now maybe you're witnessing somebody else do that, and you're seeing it fall apart for them too. Just like it had fallen apart for you. Just like you pushed someone away, they're pushing someone away. And so Spirit's like, so you see the pattern? Bad intentions manifest bad realities. But good intentions with other good intentioned people create good realities. You can't manifest a beautiful reality from bullshit intentions, bullshit energy. If it looks like shit and it stinks like shit, it's because it is. If it looks like a knife and it feels like a knife, it's because it is. You don't like it when someone throws daggers at you, like you can't throw daggers at people that you care about. One of these days, you might hit them in the wrong fucking spot, and whatever relationship you had with them, don't make it. You'll find them dead to you, and vice versa. Right? And you're gonna see, I have a feeling, Gem, you are witnessing someone who's going through this. Who's going through the bad intentions mirror for you to witness, almost like it's reaffirming for you. Don't go there with yourself. Don't treat your person who you love or care about like that, or you'll end up just the same as them. It's like a reminder. Like, hey, just in case you almost slipped back into that old version of yourself, remember that old version of yourself manifested some hateful shit. Like, don't lie to yourself and then be afraid that the love is going to run out. Don't be afraid that the ship is going to sail without you, or it will. What you fear appears. You cannot be afraid of losing what you love. You have to be able to love what you love so much that you know it loves and appreciates you wholly and fully and would never actually want to lose you. Because your behavior warrants that. Why would they ever want to lose the person who loves them and considers them above all else in everything that they do? Why would a person tell you to get the fuck out of their life when you're the one who's doing things that brings them peace of mind? It brings peace to their life, their environment, their well-being. You make their life easier. You love them. You're making their life beautiful and easy being in it. You don't need to intimidate them or make them jealous and prove that they don't want to lose you. You know they don't, because you're irreplaceable. You know what I mean? You're learning a lesson this month on intention. I think by the end of it, Gem, if you didn't already get this lesson, or you're not being reminded not to fall back into it, to not be afraid and let your actions from fear take place, because it'll just manifest bullshit for you. I mean, I do feel the Chariot here with this Hanged Man. You're going to move very quickly in the right direction. You start making those heart over head decisions, like very quickly. The Chariot, don't fuck around. You start making heart over head decisions, love over fear decisions, and you will very quickly move in the right direction. Yeah, you need to remember patience. Remember, you are able to let the universal energy of transformation move according to its own loving rhythm. You will see in time that all of your love pays off. All of your consideration pays off. All of your compassion pays off because you're showing yourself mercy. You're not the asshole when you're the one whose intentions were always good. You're not the asshole. And if you've got to let assholes go, that's fine, because the universe is going to really quickly move you in the right direction to someone who is of equal standing to you, who's not an asshole. Whoever's not the asshole is going to get their just desserts. And whoever is the asshole is going to get their just desserts. Be patient. Be patient. Your own transformation is going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take some time. You're going to have to catch yourself before you speak. Catch yourself before you do some dumb shit. Someone else will too. Someone lies because they're afraid of losing you. What happens if the lie gets discovered? They become truly afraid of losing you because they lie. They have to get used to not lying and telling the truth and knowing that being honest is more honorable. That you can continue to love them honestly, no matter what the truth is. Because the lie itself is not lovable. It's not honorable. Right, as an example. Takes time to catch the self because the fear wants to grab a hold. The fear in the mind wants to grab a hold and pull the reins, right? No, this way. No. The fear wants to take the reins and direct you. And you've got to be able to catch yourself and pull the reins back down to center and say, no. I got this. I'm not afraid. I can do something that's productive instead. I can do something that loves them instead. I can be honest with them instead. I can. I can, and I will. Because I'm not going to miss the ship. I'm not going to miss the fucking love boat. No way. The love doesn't have to run out. You just need a little bit of a break. A mental break from your fear. Your fears may have been in control for a long time, which is why you've experienced so much shit. Because fear is the fucking car that crashes. When fear drives, it fucking crashes. Love dodges bullets. Good intention will help you fucking dodge bullets. So Gem, I hope this helps. I hope to see you rocking my merch in the near future. And I hope to see you in my Love Yourself Twin Flames group for September. I hope to see you in there. If you want in, reach out to me and let me know. Until next time, guys, this is Divine Rebel Racey signing out. Remember always to love each other and most importantly, love yourselves. Bye, everybody.